Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Kelly and today's video is going to be about why I'm not living on the road right now, because my mom had a stroke. So there's been a lot going on in my life with my family. About a week and a half ago, my mom started to experience some stroke symptoms and they called 911 and the paramedics came and they gave her some medication to help treat strokes like early on. It breaks up the clots and is supposed to prevent like serious effects from the stroke. But there's also a small chance that that medication can cause a more severe stroke, and that's what happened with my mom. She ended up having spinal or brainstem hemorrhaging, like she was bleeding in her brainstem, and almost died. We didn't know she was gonna make it for a couple of days. And when she did come to and they were able to start assessing the damage, it's pretty severe. She's lost all movement on her right side. She can't speak or swallow. They had to put in a permanent feeding tube and they don't think that she's strong enough for physical therapy. So this is all pretty new. It's been about a week and a half since it happened and she is still in the hospital. We cannot visit her because of the coronavirus. Nobody is allowed to visit anybody in the hospital. So we have been able to call on the phone and video chat, but she doesn't feel well. She can't really communicate. So we try to make it brief, and I really haven't talked to her much at all. My sister and my dad have been the ones mostly talking to her, but and when I say talking, I mean it's more of a one-sided conversation. She's able to communicate in some ways. She can make some sounds and use her hands and nod her head and things, but that's about it. So that's where we're at right now. Just trying to figure out what's going on with my mom. So I am staying with my family, waiting for her to come home so that we can start working with her and see how much recovery there's going to be. Things have been really stressful here at the house because we aren't there with her. We don't know what's going on. We can't have very much of a say. We do talk to the doctors and the nurses throughout the day, every day, but it's just, we're so disconnected because we can't be there. And it's been a very frustrating experience. My poor dad is trying to figure out what's going on, how to help my mom, his wife, what to do when we bring her back here to the house. Where are we gonna put her? We live in a two-story house, or they live in a two-story house. She's not gonna be able to get upstairs. They've looked into chairlifts and stuff like that, and he's really on the fence about whether or not he's gonna do that, or if we're just gonna keep her downstairs where we don't have a full bathroom, so we would have to take her upstairs if we needed the bathroom. But right now she doesn't need a bathroom anyway. She's just sponge bathing and has catheters. So yeah, so we're just trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Things have been crazy. My dad's come up with all these ideas. He's like constantly just running through his head of like how he can fix this and how he can accommodate her. And me and my sisters have pretty much come to the conclusion that they need to get this house fixed up and sell it and move to a one-story house where she can be more independent. And he's not ready to come to that conclusion. So he's like, well, we'll just put her downstairs in the dining room and we'll put a hospital bed in there and we can put like a portable bathtub. And we're like, that's a really bad idea, Dad. And then he's like, well, we'll just put her upstairs and we'll just bring her down once or twice a week. And we're like, that's a really bad idea, Dad. And then he's like, well, if we put her upstairs, she can just use her wheelchair and like bounce herself down the stairs. People can do it. I watched it on YouTube. And we're like, that's a really bad idea, Dad. And then he's like, well, then we'll just like put her upstairs and then we'll just carry her down the stairs every once in a while. And we're like, that's a really bad idea, Dad. Like, he's just not getting it. And he's like, so that's probably been the most frustrating thing here at home, trying to deal with my dad, trying to figure out how to accommodate my very sick mother. So that's where we're at. Just waiting to get her home and assess where we're at and what we need to do to try and get her rehabilitated. My mom is pretty young. She's been in a lot of my past videos. You guys may have seen her before. She was only 64 years old. Or she is only 64 years old. And she was very active, like completely independent and active. She was supposed to retire. Yesterday was technically her retirement date. She's been working 25 years as a nurse at the hospital. So, I mean, she's very familiar with the situation from the other side. And it's just crazy that this has happened to her. And we're all just very upset. We're all very upset. My daughter is so devastated. She thought she was going to lose her grandma. And her best friend actually lost her grandma earlier this year. And so it was like, oh my God, not again kind of thing for her. Like, not my grandma too. And luckily, my mom is still with us, but she's going to be living a very different life when she comes home. And so that's something that we all have to adjust to. But, yeah, I'm not going to make this video very long. I just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know why I'm not traveling. I think in my last video I was in the mountains and I was about to head west, and I had told you guys I'm about to head west, and then it was like the next day I got the call that my mom was having a stroke, and I drove straight home. I was only about 3 hours away at the time, and I came straight here. She was already in the hospital by then, but at least I was here for my dad and my daughter, and my sister came down. My other sister is across the country in Oregon, so she's not here, but we've all been communicating, and she might be flying home after my mom gets out of the hospital. My other sister, who's a couple hours away, will be coming back. She was here for a few days, which was helpful, and then she went home to her family, and she's going to come back when my mom comes home to help us get adjusted. But I mean, our whole worlds have been flipped upside down. A lot of people have been bringing us food. We've had neighbors stopping by almost every day to bring us food, which has been really nice. That's pretty much it. There's really nothing else I can do. I'm in school still, full-time, so I have assignments and papers and quizzes and things every single day. And, so I'm always busy. Like, I have a lot of things to keep me busy and distracted. And my daughter's also in school, so she has things to keep her busy and distracted. And my poor dad, he's just watching YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video of how to deal with stroke patients, how to rehab stroke patients, how to, like, all the equipment that she's going to need, like, how to, like, he's just YouTube University right now. And, so I will be here in this area for a little while, I guess, and maybe I will film some more videos around here and update you guys about how things are going. But other than that, I guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching, you guys. I will check in with you later. Bye.